Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Isupk presents the 8th Annual Midwest Fire Weekend 2025. A day of brotherhood, sisterhood, food, fun, and unity. We raising funds to cover the barbecue, the food, the drink, bounce houses, snow cones, games, and more, so the whole family can come out and enjoy. Every donation helps us make this day even greater for the community. Support the Midwest Fire Weekend 2025. Click the link below and donate today.
We're in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. March up. Barak. Shabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahal.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
Ironic.
You know the truth is the truth, that's all I know. Cry loud and spare not, you gon' get exposed. A few real niggas left, you not one of those. Real soldiers, we was born to stand 10 toes. If he ain't one West, that nigga not one of mine. He got a purple 12, me, I got a black 9. The truth is the wife of my youth, chopper my concubine. Had to die to get my rib, that bitch forever mine. You know the game, a bishop gotta be blameless. But GMS teaching niggas to be rapists. They screaming we snitch. When Jordan Morgan was killed by your brother, y'all ain't say shit. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs.
Hey, 100 deep, 100 shields on, that's 100 priests. 100 boots, that's 200 feet. Tongue like a sword when I fucking speak. Teach you how to fish instead of fucking leech. Stop selling drugs instead of trying to fuck with me. Knowledgeable, but I'm rude in my fucking speech. Life is about warfare, not no fucking peace. Hey bitch, I cry loud when I fucking speak. Make them wait a year before they fuck with me. Turn a street nigga to a fucking priest. Cross a priest and I promise you forever sleep.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers got them killers with me. And I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me. But don't get that shit twisted, I got Drake's with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. Shit, should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the truth, but telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised. And what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas? UPK soldiers lead cowards and all. So fuck a gas stop. I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing. We like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up. We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment. I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension sitting linger. I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get us, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the rain's over. I up the sig and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game name ain't changed, One West stayed the same on them. One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Niggas talking profits, yeah, we got plenty. We the reason why it's Israelites around the city. Karkazak tells a rock, bring Shamar out. We about to slide on them, see what niggas talking about. Young dog think he wise cause he a Kemet head. That shit lame, they didn't survive, nigga, Kim is dead. Where I'm from, little nigga, is a dirty game. I pledge allegiance to Yahweh, bitch, I'm UPK. Huh, nigga, let's talk bodies. Set up on your corner, wake up everybody. Big priest, until I'm dead deceased. The mission is complete until y'all off the street. Saw y'all on the internet, stumping down the street. But take the poor and the weak. Touch your sister or a brother, you gon' be sleep. But take the poor and the weak.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
Fucking with the brothers, then I'm giving out major pain. Clip full of ball heads, I'm shooting out Damon Wayne's. Driven ambition, I ain't never changing lanes. Wise as an old man, but I ain't slanging cane. This ain't a game, this shit way deeper than rap. You speaking the cap, but the shit y'all speaking is cap. I'm 5,000, but I still keep it a stack. I'm in the truth, not cause back then I was seeking the fact. Crying loud for the niggas that's deep in the back. And the Lord with me, ain't no reason for keeping the strap. We peep the attacks, niggas say we ain't speaking the facts. Stealing breakdowns every time we teaching in class. Niggas snitching, y'all out here squeaking with rats. We be on the street corners teaching that Jesus is black.
We on 125th Street, Harlem, nigga, you see where we at?
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga.
Shalom, y'all. Can y'all hear me? All right, con. Okay, I can hear myself, so that's twat. All right, Israel. All right, shalom. Yahweh Shem Shabbarakatam to the Akim. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Alatah Hashem Yahweh Shah to the Akwath. Excuse me. Once again, I'm Officer of 1,000 Awaja. This is the ISUPK Detroit Law Class. Of course, under Commander General Yohana. You know what I mean? We'll be doing this thing tonight. If you can, take you a second to like and share the class. You know what I mean? Push this truth, get this truth pushed out there. Like it's something that we need out here, man. Like if you're a person, if you're somebody that's following what's going on, you understand how important it is right now for us to push this truth, man. You understand the importance of that because it's. One second. No. second. I'm actually teaching the class right this second. Okay. All right, sounds good. Okay, Salaki about that. So again, as I was saying, if you a person, if you somebody, especially if you in the truth, and you in class, and you've been hearing these breakdowns, you see brothers breaking this stuff down, and you seeing what's going on in the world today, you understand the importance of sharing these classes and getting this truth out there. In today's time that we in right now, so many people, and whether they be in something like a Christianity or some fake Israelite group, some Muslim or some nonsense like that, they're praying that everything stop, because they like things the way they just are. To them, everything is just fine. Everything is just good and fine and dandy, and they just love the way things is going because they able to fulfill whatever lustful desire that they have. Meanwhile, us who serve the Lord, we suffer, man. We suffer. We have to fight every single day in this kingdom, man. We got to fight off the alphabet stuff. We have to fight against that. We got to fight against all manners of evil that the oppressor throws at us, man. We even got to fight our own people to try to get them to understand what the Lord has for them. They don't even, our people, like, they don't even understand that they're being oppressed inside of this kingdom. They think to them, this is a normal life, and they don't see anything past getting high, being drunk, popping hoes. They don't see anything past those things, man. So that's why it's so important that we share these classes at these times, so we can catch the ear of somebody who really is just looking for a better way and don't really know how to go about it. They can look and see, anybody can look and see and say something's wrong. If you Black, Hispanic, or Native American, you can look and say, you can look at the way the world is and say something, the F is wrong. Of course, if you're an oppressor, you think everything is fine and dandy. But if you want us, you looking at this and you saying something is wrong, you might just can't quite put your finger on it. You may just not quite be able to put your finger on what's wrong. Like and share these classes, man. Help them put their finger on what's wrong, okay? All right. That being said, let's move on. All right. Oh, Salakia too. If y'all have any questions, put y'all questions in the chat, and I will do my best to get to them. Sometimes I don't see the ones that's on Facebook, so I'll do my best to get to them. Just put it in the chat, and we'll just rock it out like that. All right. So now, with that being said, we're going to pull the first scripture. So we're going to be going to Exodus. Now, here's the thing, right? We got all of this going on in the world, right? We got Israel, Iran. We got Russia, Ukraine. Then you got Russia over in Iran helping out the Iranians, doing different things over there. Here's my thing, man. We as Israelites, right? We believe in the Bible. So we say what? We say, hell yeah, ramp this damn thing up. Let's get this over with. Lord, come deliver us out of this goddamn place. That's what we say. Christianity, right? Christianity teaches that when all the wars come and everything happens, they're going to get raptured up into the sky. Here's my question. Why do they not want the same thing that we want? Because wouldn't they want to get raptured up? Don't they want to go up to float up into the sky and meet Christ? Why do they want everything to stop? I'm trying to word this in a way where we don't get some form of penalty for what I say. Okay? And I'm saying that because it was so crazy to me, man. Because, you know, as I talk to people in the world of different things sometimes. Sometimes I do. I ain't going to say I do it all the time. But I do it sometimes. Because sometimes I just honestly, and I'm just being honest, the stupidity, I cannot take it. I can't take it all the time. I have to be in like a certain type of mood to talk certain stuff to people in the world. I just do. All right. So anyway, this particular person I'm talking to, like we had a conversation like right before Israel bombed Iran, and he was just telling me about the goodness of the Lord, the goodness of God, and how God just wanted to save everybody on the earth, and God loved everybody on the planet, and it ain't no way that God only wanted to save Israel. He giving me the whole Christianity spiel, right? The second Israel bombed Iran, you know what this brother came out and said? He said, Iran is evil and Iran must be stopped. They are a threat to Israel. Now, mind you, I'm telling the brother about the Lord, about why we in the condition that we in. The Lord is going to deliver us out of the condition that we in. The oppressor is oppressing us. We can see all of these things happen. When I talked to the brother, he had every scripture about all and God loved everybody. But the second, I said, and it was in that moment when I realized, like, black people, we had blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. No. Like, let me take it back just a little. I know it, right? Just like everybody else knows it. Like, we know that mentally but it was in that moment, like, it was all because this is kind of a person I've known for kind of a while. But I know it's something like mentally wrong with it. But in that moment, like I kind of was just taken back. Like, you gonna fight for the people that oppress you versus fighting for your people? You're gonna dog your people out and leave your people out for the people that oppress you. And and the thing about that, man, that never ceases to amaze. Like it always amazes me when I see that, because I always think like at this day and age, like in 2025, brothers and sisters are still, black people are still being hung from trees. And you're gonna argue with me and tell me I'm racist, when all I say is we should get justice for what's been done to us, man. That's all. That's all. That's all I'm saying. All right. All right. The first thing, select here. Give me a second. I'm gonna start in the book of Exodus today. Because it's like I don't understand it. God has to love everybody when it comes to our deliverance. But when it comes to their I don't even want to call it deliverance, because what are they being delivered from? They're in control of the entire earth. They're not being delivered from anything. They're in rulership. They're in rulership. They're not being delivered from anything. Black, Hispanic, and Native men, you need deliverance. You need it. You need it, man. You're being oppressed. We're being oppressed inside of this kingdom, man. All right. Excuse me. A little congested sleeping under that fan. You're being oppressed inside of this kingdom, man. All right. And I'm tired of hearing about the love of God, love everybody and all of that. Because that's not what I see when I read the Bible. I don't see that. These things that same Christian nonsense that all of us was taught growing up, I don't see any of that garbage in the Bible. All right. This is the Lord this is the God I see when I'm in the Bible. When I read the Bible, Salaki. Let's get Exodus, the 15th chapter. And we're going to pick it up at the third verse. Exodus 15:3. Because this is what I see when I read the Bible. And this is a beautiful thing right here, man. What's going on in the Middle East right now is beautiful. What's going on between Russia and Ukraine, it is beautiful, man. What makes it so beautiful? It is our deliverance, man. It's the thing that before it even started happening, I was hearing about these things happening. And now to start to see these things play out, man, it is such a beautiful thing. Like, I almost can't stop talking about it. Because it's like, damn, this is really happening. Like, of course, before it happened, you believed in it. It's what we taught, it's what we stood on. But now to see it happening before your eyes, you like, man, this thing might happen in my lifetime. It just might. It just might. I just might be teaching class. I just might be teaching class, camp, doing a food drive, giving clothes away, doing something. And that sky crack and Christ come with his angels. It's a beautiful thing, man. Exodus 15:3 say, the Lord is a man of war. Lord is a man of war, man. Stop with all this. You know what? We at a time where it's time to put aside the foolish thinking. Like, who don't know? Everybody, and I've been hearing this even while I was in Christianity. And the end times is going to be so crazy and so much war and so much of this and so much of that is going to be chaotic. Of course, they just saying it. They ain't breaking it down in the scriptures and explaining what's going on and how this is going to happen and this is going on and this is tying into that. They ain't doing that. So my thing is, how can you understand that and say that and then still say, well, he just loves everybody and then, don't matter who he is and everybody's just gonna hold hands and hug each other. When that's not what's going on now, and that's not what's in the Bible to come. We just read, though, it said, the Lord is a man of war. Said the Lord is his name. These things that we see happening inside of the earth, man, is something that the Lord wants to happen, man. It's what the Lord wants to happen. We can't change what the Lord wants to happen. I still I don't me myself. I don't understand how you can think and understand that everybody knows about World War III coming. I don't care what your religion is, right? Everybody knows that. But how can you understand that and say, well, God just loves everybody and it don't matter who you is and God just wants peace on the earth and harmony and love. When you know this thing that the Lord wants done is happening. It's happening. You cannot stop it. You can't love your way out of this thing. Loving everybody is not the thing that's going to save you. This thing is going to be about love for each other, us loving one another, man. Because without that, how are we going to survive? Think about it. It was all over the internet when Russia went into Ukraine and they was trying to get on them subways or them trains or whatever. They was stopping the black people from getting on the trains to let the oppressor people get on there. They done that. That was a real thing. They did that. That was real. That wasn't AI generated. That wasn't AI generated, man. And we get called racist. Yeah, okay, man. From there, let's get Deuteronomy. We're going to get the 7th chapter. Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter, man. Black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. Let me tell y'all something, man. The Lord loves you, man. And everything that you see going on in the Middle East, and that's about to happen around everywhere, is for you. It's because the Lord loves you. It's because the Lord wants to deliver us out of the hell that we've been in. Yeah, we sinned against the Lord. We messed up. We did wrong things. But now we starting to do what? We turning from those sins, man. We stopping those sins that we was doing, man. And the Lord is seeing that, man. And guess what? The Lord gonna do what he said he was gonna do, man. And that's deliver us and gather us up. Something else I don't understand. How in the hell can the Lord gather Israel up if they're already there? Could it be? It would have to be that they're not there. It would have to be that. It would just have to be. All this together, the stupidity. The only people the Lord wants together is the 12 tribes of Israel. He wants all of us to come together. That's who we're supposed to be coming together with. Each other, one another. Because who gonna love us like we love each other? The oppressor? You think the oppressor gonna love us like we would love each other? You think the oppressor can have compassion on us the way we would have compassion on one another? If so, if you believe that, just show me. Let's go back as far as the Greek time to the book of the Maccabees, man. Show me. If it be true, show me. All right. We're going to start at Deuteronomy. We're going to start at 1. All right. It says, when the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee. I got a question. If the Lord wanted everybody to be together, why did this just say he cast out the nations before us? That's my question. If I got a Christian in the chat, some spiritual somebody, some spiritual something, some crystal worshiper, some nonsense like that, or if you just somebody that just believe everybody's supposed to be together, why then did God move the people off of the land and clear it out for his people who are Israel? That's my question. Back from the top. It said, when the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land where thou hast goest to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee. It says the Hittites, the Girgashites, the Moronites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. So these just wasn't any nations. They said there's 7 nations that was greater and mightier than us, man. The Lord moved them out of the land. The Lord cleared the way for us, man. The Lord was with us, man. The Lord said, nah, I'm with y'all. Y'all go ahead and y'all take that land right there, because I said that's yours. Verse 2, and it says, and when the Lord thy God shall deliver them from before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them, and thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. This is what the Lord has like what we see going on today is something that the Lord did then. It was people in our land then, the same way as people in our land now. And I'm not just talking about that little strip right there. I'm talking about all of that. What they consider the Middle East and more, man. That's all our land, man. That's all ours. The Lord is about to put us back on top like we supposed to be, man. All right. And it says, thou shalt smite them. Start from the top again, from 2, starting at 2. It says, and when the Lord thy God shall deliver them from before thee, it says, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them. We ain't to make no, we should utterly destroy these other nations, and we shouldn't make no covenant with them, no agreement with them, man. This sounds like a man of war to me. I don't like, if you a Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, this is the God you should be embracing, man. Because this is the God that's going to fight for you. And you need it. You need it. Your oppressor got all the tanks, the helicopters, the bombs, the missiles, the everything to rule the earth. Think about this. You got all of that, man. And you Black man, you Hispanic man, with no army, no army whatsoever, no tanks, no missiles, no any of that. The Lord saying, watch what I do to you. Because just like we're reading here is what we see today. These other nations, they greater and mightier than us, man. With all their technology and all their weaponry. With all their army and all their missiles and nukes and all of that. That's what a lot of us see that and say, man, well, how the hell are we gonna overcome that? We're gonna overcome it because we got the most powerful weapon of all. We got the Lord. We got a power that's in control of everything. And this says, do what? To make no covenant with them, man. That's why the scripture say, what does that scripture say? Say, come out of her, my people. We got to come out of the mindset of this place that we live in, man. We got to start embracing our God the way he wants us to, man. And of course, I'm not saying go out there and lift a finger to do anything to anybody. Of course, I'm not saying that. Because we don't have to. That's the beauty, man. That's the beauty. We don't have to do any of that stuff, man. All we have to do is be obedient. Like, our weapon is the simplest thing ever. To be obedient to the law, statutes, and commandments. That's as simple as our weapon can be, man. And the Lord is going to fight our battles for us. All right. It says, nor show mercy unto them. Because what? When they was going into them lands, they had to do what? They had to war. They had to fight. And the Lord was with them, man, and delivered them nations into their hand, man. And that's the one thing, like Salaki Kazaka Math yesterday went over, man. You got to be hardcore in this truth, man. Because your enemy is not going to have any sympathy for you, man. When your enemy was coming at you to destroy you, think about this. I really want y'all to think about this. He would take a pregnant woman, cut the baby out of her stomach, throw the baby on the ground, and then crush the baby's skull with the heel of their boot. That's what your enemy's done to you, man. That's the savagery. That's the merciless thing they did to you, man. Now is not the time. Now is not the time to be loving the enemy. Now is not the time for that, man. Now is not the time. This mind blows me. I hear so much talk about everybody need to come together. Everybody need to come together. How in the hell can we come together with another nation and before we come together with ourselves first? That don't even does that make sense to anybody? Am I tripping? Because that doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, am I tripping? Do that make sense to anybody else? Maybe somebody can help me out. Get me together on that, because that just don't make no sense to me. I don't know how we can come together with other nations before we come together with ourselves. All right. Reading on. Verse 3. It says, neither should I make marriages with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto thy sons. Meaning, this is a complete and total separation thing that the Lord is. The Lord wants us totally segregated from the other nations. You Black, Hispanic, and Native American man, the Lord don't want you dealing with these other nations. Because look at what's going on today. If you can look and see the suffering of your people today, now you understand why the Lord don't want you dealing with these other nations. This is why. Because what you see today and what you go through today is the very reason why the Lord don't want you dealing with them, man. The Lord looked at you and said, man, this is a special, I'm going to choose these people to represent me inside the earth. Stay the hell away from these other nations. He's not telling them to stay away from each other. He's telling us to stay away from them. Because he's putting us on a different level than what he's putting them on, man. And the only thing dealing with them can do is bring us down. And it did. And it did. We should look at our condition and the way we are today, and this should be a great example. And we should say, you know what? Hell no, I ain't never going back to that again. I ain't never going to be a part of that ever again. Because what we're going through, what we're getting, is not what the Lord wants us to have. Because remember, the Lord wants us on top. We're getting what them other nations that was around us, what they giving us. They giving us the crack epidemic, the heroin epidemic, the weed. Believe it or not, it is a weed epidemic. They just don't put the word epidemic on it. But good night. Everybody outside the truth is smoking weed. It's an epidemic. You think they got dispensaries on every corner? It's an epidemic. It's a dispensary like every 3 or 4 miles from each other because it's an epidemic. It's just that it's mainly affecting Blacks and Hispanics, Native America. It's mainly affecting the Lord's chosen people. So it's just no big deal. It's no big deal. But really think about it. Most other people you know get high. Or a lot of the people you know get high. When you was in the world and you was smoking weed, everybody you knew smoked weed. It's an epidemic. All right, but because it's on because it's you because it's on the Lord's chosen people. They don't say it's an epidemic. They just open up more dispensaries so they can get you. They can keep you high. Because as long as they keep you smoking weed, guess what you ain't doing? You ain't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. All right. Neither shall I make marriages with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his sons, nor his daughters shall thou take unto thy sons. The Lord don't want you mingling and mixing your seed with them. Think about what they do today with the interracial thing. They say I'm part German and I'm part Irish and you 50 different goddamn things messing with them, man. You got you one human being with 7 different parts. Nah. You out there trying to be they saying you Italian and Irish. You out there trying to be Italian and Irish. You got to tap into your Italian and Irish side. Verse 4. It says, for they will turn away thy sons from following me. And we see that. So we see examples of that so much, man. We see the examples of some woman turn to some brother from doing something he know he should be doing. Or some brother turn to some woman from doing something she knows she should be doing. It happens. It happens so often. All right. Even though Adam and Eve wasn't of different nations, that woman still influenced him to make a bad decision. All right. It can happen, man. It can happen. All right. That they may serve other gods. How do you serve other gods, man? You do something, you do something as simple as eating pork. Because think about it. Oppressor Jesus say it's okay to eat pork. All you got to do is pray over. The God of the Bible, Christ of the Bible, would never eat pork. And he would never tell you it's okay to eat pork. But the oppressor Christ, you can eat all the pork you want to eat. So now you're choosing the oppressor Christ, choosing Caesar Borgia. Because you're accepting that he's saying what? It's okay for you to eat pork. Because clearly inside of the Bible say you are not to eat pork. You celebrating Christmas. Caesar Borgia say Christmas is his birthday, so celebrate it. The Bible says you're not supposed to celebrate birthdays or celebrate Christmas. You're not supposed to celebrate either or. That's what the Bible says. So when you celebrate those things, when you celebrate Christmas, you're worshiping another God. That's what you're doing. You sinning against you sinning against the Lord and worshiping a whole nother God. All right. So like, give me 1 second. Let me check my questions right quick and make sure I don't got none. All right, we Tawab. All right. Yeah, we Tawab. I don't see no questions. So yeah, that's what you're doing, man. You worshiping other gods. Some of us might not like, we may not even kind of like realize that that's the thing that we doing. But it is. It's that simple, because you doing something that the Lord said not do, but it's another to another nation of people. Their God is saying it's okay to do that. Take Allah, for example. The Muslims say, yeah, you're not supposed to eat pork, but if it ain't nothing else around, then you go ahead and you can eat that pork. Our God said, man, you better die. Don't you eat that pork. We got examples of that in the Bible, man, where they gave their life because they didn't. A mother watched her sons die because they wasn't about to eat no pork and sin against the Lord, man. The time is coming where we're gonna have to be that locked in. We're gonna have to be that locked in, man. That's how locked in we're gonna have to be. All right. Starting back at the top of verse 4, it says, "For they will turn away thy sons from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly," man. That's why the Lord don't want us with these other nations. That's why that's the thing that makes all these other religions and fake Israelite groups and things so stupid. Because all they try to do is push us in with the other nations of people and have us holding hands with every goddamn body and have us singing and dancing all over the place. And the Lord, he warning us. He's saying, listen, don't do that. Don't do that. Because they're going to have you turn away from me. Blacks, Hispanics, man, this is one thing. It's almost like it's a gift and a curse for us. We love having a good time. That's what we love, man. Think about today. A lot of us, we just out there just having a good time and enjoying ourselves. The problem is, it's destroying us. It's destroying us. And think about what the Lord knows. The Lord knows we like to have a good time. That's why in the Bible, what do we got? We got feast days that last 7 days, 10 days. Like, we got feast days that last for days. Why? Because the Lord knows we like to have a good time. But steered in the wrong way, which is what we have today, what goes on outside of this truth, it hurts us, man. It hurts us. All right. Verse 5, it says, "But thus shall ye deal with them, ye shall destroy their altars." And that's what we should do, man. How can we destroy the altars today, man? How do we do that today? By walking away from Christianity and turning back to the Lord and coming back, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. By walking away from Islam and coming back to the Lord and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. We see it happening now. As we're growing, churches are closing. Bought that out a couple of months ago. I probably will bring that back out next week. That'll be something good to just hammer on my point of what I'm saying now. Churches are closing. Y'all probably see it in some of y'all neighborhoods. Y'all walk by, y'all see, drive by, walk by, whatever it may be. You see the for sale signs on a lot of these churches out there, man. They're closing and they're emptying out. That's how we tear down the altars inside of this kingdom, man. And start building up the Lord's sanctuary. Because it's not just about us leaving that alone. What so many people have done. So many people, they leave Christianity, but then they go start worshiping crystals or just walk around talking about they spiritual. And God talks directly to them. And foolishness like that, man. They still ain't put the weed down yet. But God is talking directly to them. Now, I hate to tell you this, brother or sister. It's not that God is talking to you. You just high. You're high off of weed or pills or whatever it is that you're high off of, and that's just voices. That's just your own mind thinking. That's what it is, man. All right. It says, "And you shall break down their images." And that just go hand in hand. Because when you walk away from Christianity, you tearing down that image of that oppressor Christ, man. When you walk away from Christianity and you come into the truth, you're tearing down that image of the oppressor Christ. That's what Caesar Borgia. You're tearing that image down. Because if you still outside of the truth, you still upholding that image. because you still hold on to some of the traits. You might let a thing or two go, but it's still certain things you still holding on. Let's just say you let go of eating pork, but you still celebrating birthdays. You ain't celebrating Christmas, but you still celebrating birthdays. You still holding on to something from there. You still believe in having boyfriends. You don't think that if you lay with a man and a woman lay together, that they supposed to stay together. You still having boyfriends. You still trying to see which one is the right one for you. You still hold on to things, man, without the truth. You have to, the way we tear down that image and tear down those altars, you have to change completely. And I know for a lot of y'all, because of Christianity has destroyed so many brothers and sisters and just made them not even believe in the Bible no more. They don't even understand that, they don't even know that Christianity and the Bible really does not have anything to do with each other. It looks like that. But Christianity teaches something totally different than what's in the Bible. And we're reading that right now. The Lord telling you to stay away from these people. Don't mingle and mingle with these people. That's what we're reading inside of the Bible. Christianity tell you to come together with everybody. Islam will let anybody in as long as you bow down to their rock. The Bible say, only the children of Israel, man. Only the children of Israel, man. All right. It says, and cut down their groves and burn their images with fire. Okay. Verse 6, it says, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. And again, like we always hear, when it say thou art a holy people, it means we are separate people, a set apart people, man. The Lord looked at us and said, you know what? They different than everybody else. I'm gonna make them different than everybody else on the planet, man. And we know it's a difference because everybody tries to copy our style. Your oppressor understands that everybody tries to follow us. So when he wants to promote something, what does he do? He pushes us out to the forefront with it. That's what he does. He pushes us out to the forefront with it. Because he know what does he know? If they see us doing it, they're gonna think it's cool, and then everybody else is gonna follow. Everybody else is going to follow. Because the Lord put a certain type of vibe on us, man. The Lord put a certain type of vibe on us. That thing that the Lord gave us, it makes us great, man. Nobody want to be like your oppressor sitting around square dancing and river dancing. You don't want to do that junk. Putting raisins in a potato salad. Who the hell want that crap? Why they don't want that crap? Sitting around eating tuna casserole. Oh no goddamn tuna casserole. And tuna is unlawful. Anyway, so we not eating tuna anyway because it's unlawful. But y'all get the point I'm making, man. Probably want all that. So I don't understand. What in the hell during the civil rights movement was we fighting to eat at their goddamn restaurants? We cook way better than them. We cook way better than them. What in the hell are we fighting to be at their restaurants for? It makes no sense, man. Shit, you taste our food and taste their food. They should have been fighting to get at our restaurants. Verse 6, it says, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are on the face of the earth." Why do we as a people not embrace that? That's something we should be embracing. That's something that should be taught in every Christian church around the earth if they believed in the Bible. It should be taught that we are a special people above all people. Instead, what get pushed on you, Black man, Hispanic man, and Native American man? We got to fight for equality. We got to fight for equality. We got to fight to be equal to the people that God hates. Which means in order for us to be equal to them, we got to come down. Because remember, the Lord put us up. So we up above everybody. So in order to be equal to anybody, we have to come from up here downhill. We just read it. We just read the Lord said above all people that are up on the earth. It didn't say equal to everybody on the earth. He put you above everybody. So to be equal to anybody, you have to come down. You got to step down. Black man, Hispanic man, Native man, you got to tap into your greatness, man. How do you tap into your greatness? You tap into your greatness by keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's how you do it. You tap into your greatness by not laying with another brother or woman, man. Even though your oppressor pushes it on you. He pushes it on you so you can destroy yourself, man. He pushes it on you so you can destroy yourself. You got to fight it, man. You got to fight it the same way The same way Christ fought off Satan, that's how you got to fight off Satan. You see how Christ fought Satan when he was fasting? He fought Satan off with the law. He said, man should not live by bread alone, man. Remember, Christ is fasting. He said, man, turn them stones into bread so you can eat, man. You hungry than a mug out here, man. What you doing? But Christ knew he was fasting and praying and preparing for something. He said, you know what? Man shall not live by bread alone, man. That's how you got to be, man. Even though you might see she out here being a 304, a thought, whatever they call them nowadays. And of course, we are men. We like laying with women. It's what we like. But you have to do it lawfully. You have to have the discipline to do it lawfully. It's no need to lay with a woman that just run around and lay with a bunch of men. You don't have to do that. You can have as many wives as you would like. You don't have to. You see what I'm saying? You could be lawful. You can have as many wives as you would like. You don't have to lay with some promiscuous woman. You don't have to do it. That's how you defeat, that's how we come together as a nation, man. That's how we tap into our greatness, man. That's how we tap into our greatness, man. You can drink. You don't have to get drunk. How are you having a good time anyway and you fall down effing drunk? Some of y'all get so drunk you fall down, urinate on yourself, throwing up all over. How is that a good time? Oh man, and forget about it. The next day, you can't even get out of bed. I think we've all been there. We've all been there, man. That next day, you can't get out that bed. You got nothing but a bucket, Gatorade, and some soup. And sometimes you can't even take that. You don't want nothing. You don't want to smell nothing, drink nothing, nothing. You just want to be left alone. You in a bucket. How is that a good time, man? Being a drunkard. Man, take you a couple shots and have you a good time. Mellow on out, man, and have a great time, man. That's what you do. You ain't got to be a drunkard, man. You tapping into your greatness, man. You tapping into your greatness, man. And think about it. A couple shots, you nice and mellow. You don't need to smoke no weed. What the hell you need to smoke some weed for? You chilling with your people. You're having a great time. Chilling with the brothers, the sisters. A lot of times we just chilling, the kids running around playing. Man, come on, man. What's better than that, man? What's better than that? All right. It's just something we got to tap into, man. Our greatness. The Lord made us better than everybody on the nation and on the planet, Salakia. And the only way we can tap into that is by keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's by being brothers to one another, man. It's by us loving each other. We cannot do it without that. We can't do it without that. All right. Verse 7. I'm going to try to read this and I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit because we're running on time. It says, the Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you were more in numbers than any people. He didn't look at us and say, look at them. They got numbers. There's so many of them. Let me choose them. That's not why the Lord looked at us and chose us, man. That ain't why. It says, for ye were the fewest of all the people. Said we was the fewest of all the damn people, man. Think about how many people went into Egypt, man. Us. Think about that, man. Think about the Lord chose Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's where our nation come from. That's our bloodline of our nation. We were the fewest, man. We were the fewest. And the Lord chose us, man. All right. From there, let's get to the Apocrypha. Let's get Baruch, the 4th chapter. Baruch, the 4th chapter. Try to speed this up. I'm trying to get through this. Salaki. I gotta read. I'm gonna start at 1. I'll be like, I gotta read this right here. It says, this is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever. This thing endured forever. Think about, you know what I be hearing sometimes? I be hearing, who can, how can anybody keep all 600 and blah, 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 however many numbers it is. I don't count them, so I just don't know. I don't count them because I'm too busy keeping them. That's why I don't count them. I don't got time to count them. I got time to, okay, love my brothers, I love myself. I'm going to do that. Make sure I'm loving my brothers, I love myself. I'm going to do it. Don't cheat my brother. I'm going to make sure I don't cheat him. Don't steal from my brother. I'm going to make sure I don't steal from him. Don't lie to my brother. I'll make sure I don't do that. I'm too busy. I'm too focused on that. That's what I'm too focused on those things to worry about how many laws it is. All right. And it say, all they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. And that's what happened to us in this kingdom, man. And even before we came to this kingdom, man, because the reason that we even came over here, the reason that we even in the condition that we in today is because we left the Lord's law, man. That's why. That is why, man. All right. Jump down to verse 3. Jump down. We're going to go right to verse 3. It says, give not thy honor to another. And that's what we do. When we try to come together with every other nation, and we saying God love everybody, and we say it don't matter who. Think about this. Think about this, right? We just read in Deuteronomy where the Lord said he put us above all nations, right? And even though the Lord is saying he put us above all nations, we still walk around saying, well, you know, it don't really matter who you are. God just loves everybody. It don't, all that other stuff, and it don't matter who you are. We just read that it matters. God said it matters. So why would we even be somewhere who teach us it don't? And as a matter of fact, I got a better question. Here's a question. Who would teach you that it doesn't matter who you are? Think about, and this is a two-part question, because I got another question to go with that. And why are we the only people that get taught that? Everybody else get taught to take pride in who they are, take pride in their history. We the only people that walk around talking about it don't matter who you are. God love everybody. No other nation thinks like that. No other nations talk like that. We've given our honor to everybody else. God said he loved us. God said he loved you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American men. We said, damn that, man. We're going to give the love of God. That love that God gave us, we're going to give it to everybody. Think about that, man. That love that the Lord give you, you said, nah, we'll share with everybody. Well, guess what? Guess what? Everybody ain't sharing it with you, man. Everybody is doing everything that they can to make sure that you do not receive that love that the Lord had for you, that you don't tap into that thing. You so busy giving it to everybody else that you're not taking none of it in. We don't realize that, man. We don't realize that, man. Because we too busy running around trying to love everybody instead of loving each other. Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. These things that the Lord give us, man, why are we trying to give to another nation, man? That think about it, man. The Lord said, salvation is for Israel. Why are we trying to give that to another nation? The Lord said he loved Israel. Now think about this. The Lord's God, we're talking about the Most High, right? Who created everything. Everything. The sun, the stars, the moon, the everything, right? He looked at blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans and said, you know what? I'm going to make them a special people in the earth, man. I'm going to do something spectacular with them. I'm going to do something spectacular with them. And you know what we said? We said, now, you know what? We're going to share this with everybody, man. When the Lord, think about what we read in Deuteronomy when in the 7th chapter, when we read in the beginning what the Lord said. He said he drove out 7 nations from among us. The Lord does not want to give what he's given us to the other nations, or he simply would have done it. Like, how hard is it for God, again, to create he created the heavens, the earth, the everything. How hard is it for him to simply say, I'm just going to give my love to everybody? Give not thy honor to another, man. That's why that's one of the reasons why we destroyed inside of this kingdom, man. We don't want to embrace that thing that the Lord has for us. Like you see, think about when we out to camp and we reading these things. Think about the brothers we have to go back and forth with. You would think they would hear this and say, well, damn, the Lord got that for me. The Lord feels that way about me. I thought I was nothing more than some nigga on a corner that sold drugs and got high. Thought I was nothing more than that. I didn't know the Lord loved me and separated me from everybody else. You would think they would say, okay, I'm going to embrace that. But no. They say, hell no. This, God, everybody, man. This is for everybody. God's love is for everybody, despite we reading it directly out of the Bible. Despite we reading it directly out the Bible, they don't grasp that that's what's going on. They don't grasp that we're reading this directly out of the Bible. It's not our own words. We're not changing anything. We ain't put a remix on it. We're reading this directly out of the Bible. Okay. Give not thy honor to another, nor the things that are profitable to strange nations. You better hold on to that thing that the Lord got for you, man. You better be holding on to that thing the Lord got for you, man. You better be holding on to that, because the Lord has this thing for you. I'm going to show you. Let's get Isaiah, the 46th chapter. Let's get Isaiah, the 46th chapter. I'm trying to speed this thing up, man. We running. Time is running. I'm running it. I'm running it, all right? Okay, Isaiah 46, and jump right down. Let's get 13. It says, I bring near my righteousness. It shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry. And I will place my salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory. You're going to put that in Zion. Where's Zion? What is Zion talking about? It's talking about us, our land, man. This thing that the Lord has for us, man, is the baddest thing on the planet, man. When Christ cracked that out, sometimes I try to imagine, right, what it's going to be like when we are in our rulership. But the thing is, we can't fathom it. We can't really wrap our minds around it, because it's going to be something that hasn't been done in the earth before. Think about it. Christ is going to crack that sky and come with his angels, his army of angels, man. And they're going to judge the earth, and they're going to be pulling Israelites up on the chariots. Why they doing it? That's a heavy thing, man. And the Lord said his salvation is going to be in Israel, not in everybody. Why didn't it just say everybody? That could have just said that simply. He could have simply said that he can't wait to give his salvations to everybody. It's not what he said. There's a reason for that, man. It is a reason for that. All right. From there, let's get Jeremiah, the 3rd chapter. Jeremiah chapter 3. All right. That's one thing about this Bible, man. When you really sit down, I remember, just a quick sidebar. I remember when I was in the world and I used to be going to the Christian church. And then I would sit down and I would read, like I read the book of Isaiah, and I would read the prophets. And I would be reading what the prophets were saying. And I would be like, well, God dang it. You know, because what I was reading, it was so different than what the pastor was saying. And, you know, I really didn't know no better. So I would just be like, okay, yeah, God just ain't like that no more. But God is very much still like that, man. Like, that's how brainwashed you be in Christianity, to the point where you ignoring what it is that you're reading. I understand that. I was there. That was me, ignoring what I was reading. All right. Jeremiah 3, let's get 23. Jeremiah 3 and 23. It says, truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains. What was it talking about when it's saying the hills and the multitude of mountains? Do hills and mountains hope for salvation? No, they don't. It's talking about people, the other nations of people. It's talking about the other nations of people. It's saying in vain is salvation hope for them. Why is it in vain for them? Because salvation is for you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American man. Stop giving your honor and the things that are profitable to you to other people. You have to, we in a time where we are now, we supposed to be embracing and stepping into the fullness of this thing that the Most High got for us, man. This the time where we supposed to be running into what the Lord got for us, man. This ain't the time to be sitting around with all that BS that has failed us miserably. How long are we going to hold on to the things that fail us? Loving everybody ain't worked for us. It worked for everybody else but us. We built this entire kingdom. We built it. And it only works for everybody else, not us. Because what? We not tapping into the salvation that the Lord wants us to do. The Lord ain't worried about us ruling America. He don't give a damn about us ruling the Lord wants us ruling the entire earth. He wants us ruling the entire planet. That's the difference. That's the difference between what we doing now and tapping in what the Lord have for us. So, like, give me 1 second here. Just want to make sure because we're getting on that time. All right. Try to say these names, man, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm a butcher some, so y'all just forgive me. It's Nasha. We got Elder Charles, the water to YouTube brother, the water to Nasha, the water to Elder Charles, Annie Smile, the water to you, sis. Man. Kelly, I'm gonna have to call you Kel, sis. I'm sorry. I'm not about to do your name like that. The water to you, sis, for check. Kayla Qual, the water to you for checking in. We got mighty man Mashah checking in, and Matazah. What's going on, mighty warrior, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, good brother. My man Matazah checking in, man. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. That brought a smile to my face to see that brother in the chat, man. All right. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitudes of the mountain. Truly in the Lord our God is salvation of Israel. What the hell is everybody else on? What is everybody else talking about? What else is it to discuss? The Lord said he don't give a damn about no other nation hoping for salvation. It's right here in the Bible. We just read it. It said truly in vain. They can hope for it all they want. The Lord only wants us to have it. And look around. We are the only people on the planet that need it. We're the only people that need it, man. Nobody on the planet has suffered and gone through more than blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Nobody has suffered what we've suffered, man. The most egregious things in the history of the planet has happened that one nation could do to another nation of people happened to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We need salvation, man. We need somebody to come and save us, man. Because if not, your oppressor and the people that hate you, they're going to find a way to try to wipe you off the face of the earth. It's just up to you, Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, to tap into what the Lord has for you. And you tap in by coming into this school. That's how you tap in. You come into the ISUPK. Don't sit at home and say, well, I'm just going to teach myself the law, statutes. How the hell are you going to teach yourself to? You don't know nothing. You can't teach us. You don't know. Come in here amongst the priests and the prophets, man, and learn. That's what you do. That shows that you have wisdom. That shows that you are wise. Even in the courtroom, they say what they say. A man that defends himself has a fool for a lawyer. Don't try to teach yourself this Bible, man. Come in here with men that learn. Come in here, man. Amongst people that love you. That ain't gonna lie to you and ain't gonna steer you wrong. Because you may think you teaching yourself, but what end up happening in the process of you teaching yourself, guess what you do? You learn from over here. You learn from over here. You learn from over there. So you're taking a bit of this, taking a bit of that, you're taking a bit of this, you're taking a bit of that. And you still in the same boat. Come learn from real priests and prophets of the Lord, man, in the ISUPK. And with that, shalom, Israel.
ISUPK presents the 8th Annual Midwest Fire Weekend 2025. A day of brotherhood, sisterhood, food, fun, and unity. We raising funds to cover the barbecue, the food, the drink, bounce houses, snow cones, games, and more. So the whole family can come out and enjoy. Every donation helps us make this day even greater for the community. Support the Midwest Fire Weekend 2025. Click the link below and donate today.